So this is a collection of Tomb Raider 4, 5, and 6, apparently. I am officially confused at how many Tomb Raider games there are. I am aware of the first three games all being very much in the same engine, very much being on the PlayStation and, peers at the time. Yeah, it's pretty ugly. Also, hello. This little trilogy of games here, I don't think I was really aware of. There's the modern-ish ones, and then there's that sweet spot in between with the kind of Dreamcast era, kind of Prince of Persia sort of things, and those were really good. So I'm kind of curious how this other era in between is gonna go. Because the first three games are unplayable garbage. They really are. I don't know how the series took off. I don't say a lot of things, but I have bounced off very few games as hard as I bounced off the first three Tomb Raiders. I guess we're child mode. And okay, yeah, so we got some of the problems of early Tomb Raider going on. I'm trying to work out buttons right now. It's hard to not back jump. Also, that is a weird looking mural. So yeah, these early games are very much built on a grid, and your movement is designed around that grid, but not locked to it. Why is that the jump button? That is the I hate to have to say it like this. The leftmost face button is jump. Why? Concealed traps and pitfalls await the unwary. You must stay close and follow my instruction. You better be walking through me through these controls. So these controls are bonkers. I see you have a knife. Ooh, free skull. Yoink. Heck yeah. Screw you, I'm hoping for skulls now. Skull not found. The original Tomb Raider was released right around the same time as Super Mario 64, and one is the example on how to do a 3D platformer, and the other is Tomb Raider. And cruel men have bartered the information. Yeah, Dreamcast, that sounds right for this. For this we must respect it. We will not deviate from its route, and you will not deviate from my instruction. This way. I don't want to spend too long on any of these because it's a collection of three, and I'm got other stuff to get to. Yep.
The first obstacle, a small hop to test your, how do you say, pluck. Press and hold, walk. Now, push forward. Come, child, do not fear. This is merely an appetizer for the perils ahead. Push forward and jump together.
Okay, again, if I could have button names, that'd be great. Okay, I no longer trust you because you were trying to deprive me of a skull. Oh. I feel like I shouldn't be using the analog sticks for this. Okay, seriously, what is... Okay. So Start gives me more original graphics, which, you know, I actually prefer this. This sets the expectations a little bit better instead of these remastered ones. So if that's what Start does, I guess pausing it just isn't a thing. Okay. Well, I can do that jump. Okay, that's what actually was supposed to be doing. Got it. Okay, the fact that this is the original art on this mural here, hang on. And this is what they changed it to. Like, that is taking some leeway with that. Like, that is that even two figures in the old art? I guess technically yes. Okay, that's the D-pad. Oh. You gonna... I guess I'm just watching this play out. Okay, you have fun with your boar. I guess you're done having fun with it because of the horrible, horrible shriek. And then it just disappears, okay. So I feel like they like half modernize the controls too. Because I have like modern camera controls going on. But then I have classic awful Tomb Raider jump controls, and like that is a weird combination.
This gap is wider, and the edge is treacherous. First walk to the edge, then press forward and jump together. When you are in midair, press and hold action. You will grab the outcrop.
Okay, so I don't know what my buttons are, is the thing. Oh, it's conveniently placed. I have jump sometimes, and I have pick up a skull. I'm assuming pick up a skull is action. And I'm assuming that those should be mapped the other way around from what they are. So I don't trust your standing long jump idea.
Ah, the pace is quickening now, yeah? One more crossing, child.
Okay.
Do you wish to stop for tea?
Oh, I think I can just about hold it together. Wouldn't want to spill it on your nice suit, at any rate.
Ooh, look at that skybox.
This one calls for a run-up. I will go first. Be careful now, child. We have little time for incompetence.
Hey, could you not...
Then tap back to give yourself a run-up.
Could you not, while I'm in the middle of trying to do the thing? Oh, I was slightly crooked there, you see. Was the problem. This is not as bad as, like, the first Tomb Raider, but it's still pretty bad. And if I have the graphics like this, it's even worse, because then I expect, like, you know, forgiveness. And also, like, this is still very, very low poly for the character. It's just like decent textures. And also like wider hips and that is not a reasonable expectation. You would think 4 games on, they would understand. Like, maybe don't make the jumps the exact maximum length of a jump. Have a little wiggle room in there, especially if it's so hard to, like, get lined up with the grid. Like, that's still not straight on. Yeah, I don't think this is happening, guy. It's just like playing these games fights you so much. And then I swear the inputs don't work half the time. Oh, that's a button I have. The 180 flop, okay. Okay, can I just face a direction? That doesn't really need that at all. Okay. That is like pixel perfect, that jump.
A useful crack, rendered by the hand of time, invisible to the untrained eye.
You're a regular superhero, Werner.
Ah, yes, the Superman. There's enough comedy.
I kind of prefer the original. Like, again, just
Run to the wall. Now press forward and hold action to grab on. Now press
it's much
right
clearer where
to
things are.
shinny across.
Oh, I have to hold it down? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, starting the mute makes more sense. But it is just bad. Like, especially trying to turn is the worst. It's like, that was actually fine. But it's like 50-50 shot if it's going to even register, and then you're going to, like,
Turn around to face away from the door.
a jerk in a weird way.
And hold action. Let go of action to fall to the floor.
Could you repeat that? I was distracted by losing control.
Your chance to earn your keep, Fräulein. The mechanism to activate the bridge lies at the other side of the street.
That's much better than this.
Rivers
Look at
cascade through chambers and caverns deep below these prehistoric foothills. As a consequence,
Freezing, I guess. The old gout playing up again, Werner?
in deep pools, you can swim by pressing jump. There may be artifacts, trinkets at the bed.
Yeah, all these skills you're trying to trick me out of picking up. Hang on.
Your average priceless seaweed.
No prizes for you this time, Lara. Ah well, use forward and left and right to move across the surface.
There was definitely a skull, though.
Then press action to climb out.
Look at those original underwater effects. We're just kind of going nuts with the lighting. Okay, getting out here is actually going to be tricky. Maybe don't give me vital control tips in a weird accent with distortion from being underwater. So I actually missed what I'm supposed to do and where. I do want to try this tutorial. It was something, and I hit the action button, but I missed what the something was. Also, we're like trying to do the main character as a child, and like this is how they decided to model that. Just pointing that out. Hang on. I don't know how to stop swimming, but I do know how to find treasure. This looks lower.
Look for an evil
Okay.
or pressure pad. There must be one close by. When you find it, use action to activate it.
Again, you're essentially making jump B and like throw fireball A here. It's really tripping me up. Oh, I gotta line up this perfectly, don't I? How did anyone ever tolerate this? Like, this isn't even, well, at the time, everything was like that. Nothing was like this at the time. Like, this is like very late PlayStation, early Dreamcast. People had this stuff figured out. Again, this is the fourth game in the series, and the first one was like released around the same time as Super Mario 64.
Spring of that ladder will dry you out again.
Such concern. I never knew you cared.
Dear Lara, you are a valuable asset to the quest.
You are romantic, you.
Yes, quite.
Yeah. Yeah, the lighting is definitely better than the original.
Walk up to the ladder. Now press and hold action to climb
Like, it's very clear where I'm going with these graphics. Here, like, I don't even see that ladder.
to the top.
And it's like, it's not even like, it looks better. Like, that's legitimately a better face on the old model there. It just looks like weirdly sort of cartoony. The pigtail's kind of animate better too.
There will be another lever up there.
Oh, my greatest foe.
Down here quickly. The quest is nearly at an end.
Okay, so facing matters more than proximity on that. Okay, now I climb down without killing myself. That's going to be tricky. Okay, that works. Like, there is theoretically someone to, like, climb down off a ledge, but, like, that's not happening.
Swiftly across the vines now. Press jump. Now press forward to swing across.
Yeah, so this is a whole thing in games for a while.
Do it again before the plunge.
Oh, that does not look like a grabbable texture. That doesn't look good at all. Yeah, I'm leaving it like this. I got another boar there. Have fun stabbing it. I don't know why. Like, I mean, in general with games, the here's some random animals to kill thing always weirds me out. But like with the Tomb Raider in particular, it feels really weird because they're such an afterthought. Especially if this wasn't a tutorial, I'd have like, you know, 2 auto lock on guns and could just like kill anything before I even know it's there. But we gotta have this random boar family wandering around here, getting stabbed by this guy. I don't know why I took damage there.
There is no mention of this in the texts. I fear this must be opened internally. We must enter through the grate and be wary of snares.
I presume by we, you refer to me.
Yeah, my heavier frame may activate traps you will pass unnoticed.
So much better.
Convenient.
So much better. Well, I just automatically crawl here. Do I have to...
Stand facing the grate. Now, press and hold the crouch button. Push forward to crawl into the gap. Be alert.
Okay, so today we learned that there's a crouch button. It's not this one. This one's just awful. That is the dedicated quick turn button, and I will have to avoid hitting it because, okay. Left trigger? Okay. Just delicious skulls. Like, Metal Gear Solid 2 was around. It was like closer to the release of this than Metal Gear Solid 1 was, I'm pretty sure. I'm just trying to put this in context. Like, I knew the boar will attack me, I just can't do anything about it. And it doesn't really hurt. Oh, so much better. Why did I even glance to that one? It's a much better skeleton. Oh well, if it isn't my old friend, my old enemy. That was like first try. I guess it moved. I crawl back out. Everything is just so awkward.
Ah, a backpack. Let us hope it does not hold the same luck for you as its previous owner.
I make my own.
Now it begins. The eyes of the ancients are upon us, and their vengeance is wrathful. We must move quickly. When running, press and hold sprint to gain extra speed.
I can run? Let me practice this, because I have no idea what button that's going to be. Okay. The other trigger button.
Dive through the gap. Dive through the gap. Press jump to perform a diving roll.
Okay, there we go. I was trying to hit it. You can kind of see the grid here, too, that the game is built on. Oh, the stairs really can. And I got shot to hell there because these are not responsive controls.
The 5 towers. To the right, the path of the heretical. To the left is the route of the virtuous.
You know me, Werner. A regular virtuoso.
That was terrible.
Now it becomes interesting, yeah? You see now, it is not for the weak of heart. How do you hold up, girl?
Oh, I think I could get used to this.
Okay, so it's just for if you screw up a jump, try to land here. Um,
The door before us requires 2 people to open it.
Oh.
You go up to the alcove above the door. I will activate the switch down here.
About that. Now's where it gets real old Tomb Raider-y. Use these barely functional controls. Do a real janky jump. Like, do I hang off the thing?
Push forward. Now press and hold action. When you are hanging from the ledge, hold down crawl to squeeze into the gap.
Okay, so this is basically visible in either graphic style. Just want to point that out. Like, I see the ambition that they had with these, right? But like, I've also played Prince of Persia, which is like, what if we just actually had controls where you could do these things, and didn't have to just like, you know, hope that you could just think kind of like what you're trying to do. Okay. Camera.
Swing across to the alcove. Jump from the ledge, then hold down action to grab the line.
This is why there's water.
Let go of action.
Okay, so am I lined up properly after that little cutscene? No, of course not. Yep. 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 I'm gonna give this like 3 tries and move on to the next game. In this little collection, that is. Wait, no, it wasn't even over here. It was, oh yeah, that very visible passageway right there, right? Totally reasonable. And the thing is, too, like, the one time I tried to give one of the early Tomb Raider games like an actual fair shot is like I bought a iMac back in the day, and there was some promotion to either get one of the first 2 Tomb Raider games. For some reason, I said 2 because I figured it was one of those series that maybe it was like going to improve over time. Not so much. And I like got over like the 3rd level in that, and honestly, past the that was him too. Past the intro. It didn't really have this sort of like absurd, like razor precision jumping puzzle garbage going on. It was just kind of, you know, mostly flat things and normal gaps. They really wanted you to learn how to do these extreme limitations of the engine right up front. And it's not fun. It's just very frustrating. And like, you could solve 90% of the issues if you just would snap to the grid when turning. Like, I should not be able to face this direction. I never want to face this direction. This is a bad direction. This one's fine. Okay, yeah. Okay. Ooh. Well, hang on. I just made the very important discovery. that I can put on the hipster shades. So that's important. Okay. Oh, now select is doing a thing. So we're done with this one. Oh, do the menus also let me switch styles? Uh. They do. Well, that skybox is so much more evocative. And so obviously cut off at the top. Okay, so 5 it is. Such a like vaguely embarrassing character design too.
Tis a sad day, Winston. She will live on forever in our hearts. Surely, Winston. And for this is but a memorial service. There may yet be news from Von Croy in Egypt. Indeed. We can only hope and pray that she may yet return to us. But I fear Von Croy digging in the hopes of discovering her alive may only be met with black reality. Indeed, indeed.
I'll be honest. There are a lot of games. Oh, hi, Resident Evil Mansion.
Indeed, my friend. Even the heavens cry out.
Cameraman, you're drunk.
The Philosopher's Stone. One of Lara's early conquests, and one of her most challenging pursuits, if my memory serves me. And Rome still bears the scars of that little episode. She was never one for diplomacy, Lara. But she certainly knew how to paint the town red.
That's some voice acting. I'm glad there's subtitles because this is barely audible dialogue. When you want to do cool, sexy action and you can't, so you just make it really, really dark. No people guess what your intent was. Yeah. %90 cutscene budget seems right, yeah. Well, now that I've okay, hipster glasses equipped. What's that? What's that classic braid option? Seems to still be there either way. Also, wait. Can I change controls? How dare you? How dare you? I could make the controls less awful in Street Report, but like that feels inauthentic to the experience. And as much as I kind of hate this outfit, I do wish it was like a thing in the ones in that period where they were actually fun. Hi, doggy. I guess it's time to do this. Just to demonstrate how this works. Again, sometimes it's just an animal, and you just hold down the shoot button without really aiming at all, and then it dies. And like, oh. What if there just wasn't a dog there? That was an option, right? Just not have a dog there? It's like, the dog wasn't really posing a threat in any way. Shooting the dog wasn't fun anyway. Can I like jump and grab that? No, okay. I think I came from this way. They had the scary there's a dog music playing. Aha. Stick your fingers in Zeus's mouth. That's how we make progress. And then something somewhere changed. Where exactly? I don't know. But somewhere. So I guess there are, in fact, 6 Tomb Raider games that suck and shouldn't be played. And then, like, what? 4 good ones? Okay, so my finger's in this mouth already. Didn't make this magic work, right?
No.
I think some kind of key? Okay. Oh, this looks different. Maybe. Maybe. What's this conspicuous shadow all about? Ah. Eat my finger, Zeus. Oh no. What was to do about this exactly? Just take damage for a while, and then they go away? Okay. Oh, this is new. That's why there was a big conspicuous shadow before. But did it like rise out of something or fall down from something or what? Things are widening out now. Okay, let's see how this sunset looks in redone vision. Oh, it's not there. Okay, but there's random lighting on these chairs. That was where I wanted to go. Stairs. Windows are the enemy. Oh. Guess they are. Jumping is hard. Again, the vision of these games is like, what if we were in some kind of cool action movie, but then what if it controlled, like, just hell? Hell and you're drunk. Up in here. Go around this way. Failed to jump again. Because again, I don't know if everything else about this game would give the indication, but the controls aren't particularly like snappy and responsive or anything.
Climb onto this crate, stand next to the crate, push forward, and then action.
Okay, so this is, I guess, where I'm supposed to actually go. Maybe.
To leap this short distance, walk to the edge, now press forward and jump together.
Yeah, that's what happens when I do that. Like, there's a particular point in your animation where you're allowed to jump, I think, and it's not really clear where it is. Kind of like hit it early, maybe. I guess it's okay that jump control sucks as long as it's a platformer or anything. And again, it's all on a grid. Like, just snap me to the grid when I turn. That would solve almost everything. There's still the weird timing issues and general responsiveness of the controls, but like. You have to like really hold down that button climbing up there too. You can't just tap it. Okay. So what I did there, just for my own like memory later, is I hit jump slightly before I hit forward, and that seems to have done the trick.
Now let's try a long lean. Walk to the edge, then tap back once. Now press forward and jump together. And now for the big jump. Walk to the edge, then tap back once. Now press forward and jump together. When in mid-air, hold action to grab onto the ledge.
Close enough. Or not.
To perform a sideways somersault, press left and jump.
Sure. It's actually much easier to do for some reason.
To monkey swing, jump straight up at the bars and press and hold action, then push forward.
Then clip into the wall a bit.
Stand next to it and press forward and action together. Keep hold of action and push up to climb the wall. To climb around corners, just keep pushing in the desired direction. For me to crawl, hold down crouch and now push forward.
Oh, this like second person from the playable character instruction is weird. You okay there? Seem to be out of forward. Well, I had some kind of like control over this camera and could like look it down there. You want to go backwards? No? Like this is where I'm going, right? This. Oh. You want me to hit jump? Okay, yeah, that was a reasonable thing to expect.
Stand next to the switch and press action.
The lever switch, you say? Like, they don't have to make everything such a ordeal. Nope, okay. Just curious. Okay.
Swim. Jump into the water. Use jump to swim forward.
there a reason I'm swimming here? Huh. Yeah, I kind of like just like indicate the underwater by having the vertex letting go crazy as a visual thing. That's kind of cute. It sort of works.
To climb out, swim to the edge and press action.
I'm like,
Walk the tightrope. Walk up to the rope and press action.
okay.
Push forward. If you unbalance, push in the opposite direction to correct.
I've played any video game, yes. For what? Everybody's obsessed with this. Like, there was a good decade where every action game had this mechanic. Don't know why. Hey Zeus, are you hungry for my hand? No? Not even trying to keep that the same. Oh, hang on, we got a little secret way. Okay, no we don't. Is this a cliff? Is this a path? What is this? Like, going down in elevation and indicating where you're going is something that this game has really struggled with. Uh-oh. Well. Who's surprised? Wait. Is this where I started? This is very much where I started. But I don't think I accomplished anything in there. Is this just the tutorial? Just, you know, if you can't figure out how to play, but you can figure out how to play enough to get this far, here's the tutorial. Hey, I made it back. Did that switch to anything besides opening up the way back? What was that? What was that whole animation? Okay, well that had a thing. So I guess you just like grope shelving units when you find them, and maybe you get a thing. Yeah. Turret set pieces. That's another one. I don't mind those as much because at least like, okay, let me use this big gun and kill a lot of things is you know, inherently entertaining, but like, okay, I guess I did that whole tutorial and all I got was this lousy healing item. And only because I accidentally walked down this one alleyway the one time. Instead of going this way. So that might just be some bonusing over there. Let's see if it happens to go this way. Oh, hi, doggy. Why do we do this? What was the point of it? Why'd you have no, like, growling when I'm approaching thing, too? To indicate it was going to be, like, a little fight. So I opened up a shortcut? Okay, yeah. So progress actually was that jump I was trying to make, then. I think. Like, through sheer process of elimination. You're not confident in climbing up right there? Has to be slightly over. No? No? What if I could, like, take one step? How's that for an idea? Okay. Progress? Question mark? Oh yeah, there's that key. Okay. Camera's going all Resident Evil for some reason in here. I might finish a level in one of these. I hear a dog somewhere. Can we appreciate the little snarl when you're shooting? Okay. So, okay, this is also just a place I've been. Can I hear a dog? Action, action, action. Oh, there is a dog. They add nothing to the game. They really don't. Oh, and they can't even see it here. Okay. How many dogs are going to be behind this door? Oh, some. You're not a dog at all. You're some guy. I guess this is combat. And I need to use a healing item. I have those, right? Yep, okay. Not sure I'm not gonna show up again, so let's take this cautiously. Six of these. Just yep. Yep. The prompt was there. I hit the button. I didn't emphasize the button. I just hit the button, and then it happened. There we go. It's not tense. It's a very, very easy minigame. It just takes forever. It didn't even... Okay, there's one. There's two, in fact, back to back. So those are just random, I guess? Anyway. So in theory, I want to, like, climb down here carefully. Hey. I'm actually really proud of doing that. This is probably the place I've been. Yeah, okay. I feel like I'm not intended to do this, but like, I'm not disincentivized in any way. Besides that flashing me kind of annoying. No?
No.
Okay. Gotta find another thingy then, apparently. Or hit this one first.
No.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. There could be a dog or that guy, so why not just shoot indiscriminately towards everything? Okay, open this up. This just goes back to a place I'm pretty sure I've been already. Right? Because there's like the giant keyhole right there. Yeah. So that's for backtracking, if I need to, for some reason. This is nothing. And the camera sucks. And this feels like progress, but
No.
so I guess I have to find two, like, 6-pointed stars somewhere or something. And then once again, turn around. This way? Maybe? Aha. I found the limited ammo gun. And, like, I realized it didn't really change anything about the engine between any of these games. But, like, the way combat works in particular really feels like it should have gotten a second pass somehow. Just, you know, pull out guns, hold down shoot button. We'll take care of the rest. It's like it's barely interactive. It feels real weird. But 6 games of it. Okay, that background. This wasn't just for that gun, right? I do have the 180 turn button, but, like, it's awful. I really don't want to hit it if I don't have to. Okay, so there's nothing here. Here was where the gun was. Here's where I get super disoriented. Okay, the camera's fixed there, so it didn't happen. So this feels like a place. Oh, I can open this door, okay. Could be trouble. No? More upgrades for better gun, okay. Why does that need some dedicated button? Okay, so if you're done with this little alcove. But I've learned that sometimes you can open a door. Like this one. Okay. Yeah, it looks like a maybe openable. Nope. No, that is just part of the wall. Also just part of the wall. What if I turn on my different graphics vision? So this is just like end of the level here, presumably. And this is still nothing, right? It's this conspicuous little alleyway that has nothing of interest in it. I can't just like open this gate, right? So I can come back out this way. Like, I'm pretty sure I've done everything out here. So I think this is like last call for give me a tip, and then I'm just moving on to the next one. I am completely stumped where he's trying to go. Maybe there's something in here. That looks a little unfamiliar. Aha! Okay. I have found, sure, we'll call it a key. Okay. Right angles are my one weakness, I swear. Okay, so this way. No. If I could like see, the thing is, I've played a lot of Resident Evil, and I'm used to being able to like run along a wall at a slight angle, so I kind of am starting to turn. This game just will not have any of that. This one? No, that's a tutorial warehouse. Not with, like, super drunk turning, too. It makes it, like, very easy disoriented. It was, like, from the main plaza here. It goes facing this, so it would have to be... Yeah, because there's the ivy hanging down. Okay. Is this Gunland? Yeah. You know, with the animation too, it feels like that's just like a bug they left in. Not that. Oh, there too.
No.
Okay, you know what? You know what? Moving on to the next one. I guess I'll save because, you know, I did get close to somewhere. Ugh. And lastly, for this little collection, wait, all this changes is the cover art. I guess it's slightly different. I missed which one's original. I'm trying to figure it out. I would never commit murder, I say, after I run down the street firing guns blindly. Still just a terrible face, honestly.
I need you to get something for me.
Go on.
I'm tracking 5 obscura paintings for a client.
What are these camera angles?
But he's a psychopath.
Why should I care?
Because I'm being stalked. People are dying out there.
Handle it, Werner.
Lara, please. Look. Go.
We're trying to be dramatic, but this is just disorienting.
She can help.
I'm going. Eat it, Werner. You walked away and left me.
Get out!
Okay, I guess they have an excuse now. Blood on my hot dog fingers. Oh, different kinds of dogs to shoot. I kind of feel they can't figure out how to animate dogs turning a corner and they're just like power sliding around. Okay, hang, wait.
Like a safe area. I need to find a way out.
Okay, so changes were made to this one. I'm trying to... Which is the new graphics and which is the old graphics? I'm guessing this is old because the lighting is better. Okay, I can...
To move around, use the left analog stick. Push forward gently to walk, and all the way forward.
Okay, I can turn smoothly. That's a revelation for this series.
That bit looks climbable.
There's also like a thing here. That is a wonky looking animation. Yeah.
Analog stick.
Clearly PlayStation 2 has arrived. We can actually like use the analog sticks. There we go. Not what I was trying to do, actually, but I'm glad it's there. I'm trying to put how weird this animation looks. Okay.
To grab the balcony, walk to the edge of the bin and press the jump button. Then push forward on the left analog stick to climb up. This gap looks easy. To jump it, walk to the edge and stop. Remember, holding the walk button will stop you from falling off.
Wait, this is new information. Has there been a walk button this entire time?
Now press
And it makes you not walk off cliffs?
and push forward on the left analog stick at the same time.
Like, that wouldn't help me that much. It would help me in a couple places. And you're gonna make a do tutorial in every one of these games, then like.
To climb the ladder, stand facing and press forward on the left analog stick. To get off, push left on the left analog stick.
This still has some bad jank to it, but it's like it's slightly lessened bad jank.
Maybe I can climb through that window. I'll have a look around whilst I'm here. To open drawers and cupboards, stand in front of them and press action.
The control scheme is still from Mars, though. Oh, is this one of those things where because the PlayStation decided to switch the yes and no buttons and then remap everything accordingly, they screwed everything up for like the control scheme of any action game? And then it just stuck.
It looks like I need something to force this open.
This still plays like unacceptably badly for any game, really, especially a PlayStation 2 game. But like, it's such a step up from the first couple, and by couple I mean 5. Well, pretty sure I checked everything in here, so. No? Well, the game says too bad, I guess. Okay, what if you check that drawer in that cupboard? Just mix it up. No? Oh, that's really, like, sucking me in. Entering I lost the contact lens mode. Wait, why did I have the prompt there? Ah, okay. It's just that drawer. Can I get under this? No. So yeah, they still are terrible controls, but they're terrible in a different way now. And I love that they like redo these graphics, but they like changed basically nothing. Like, you can tell this is original because of the angry. Okay, so can I can't leave the way I came, right? And like, there's a one-way window. Okay. Let's board it up. I definitely didn't soft lock this, right? Like, did I find a thing? And oh, That took an alarm amount of time to open up. Excuse me. I can get an alternate outfit if I finish the game. I can put sunglasses on. Wait, these aren't the right sunglasses. These are different sunglasses. How dare you? This is a very small room. I don't seem to be able to leave it. I have to hold the search button down? Like, there isn't a third spot, right? It's just these two. There's nothing in this corner. This is amazing that I'm this stuck this early on. And like, I'd believe it if I had to like go out there again and look around. But I don't seem to be able to do that. This is a one-way window. I think I'm just stuck. Okay, so this time, let's see if we can skip this intro, hopefully. Yeah, okay.
To move around,
Yeah. Still just awkward as hell.
that bin looks to grab the balcony. This gap looks easy. To jump it. Now press the jump button and push forward.
Okay, yeah, so the jumping trick is you really do have to, like, start the jump animation and then hit forward.
Shall I go straight on?
You're not touching that ladder. That ladder leads to bad experiences. Good for you. I suppose that was a new hint. I probably should listen to it.
That drain pipe looks climbable.
Does it? Does it really? Are you sure? We seem to be in Tomb Raider orientation land again.
To move the barrel, stand next to it, then press and hold action. While still holding action, push forward to push the barrel, or pull back to pull it.
Wow.
Some movable objects can be climbed up.
Using the same button used to push them. No. Try again. No. Can you work with me here?
To climb the drain pipe, push forward.
Oh, okay. You don't look at the grab button. You just walk into it. Okay. Okay.
To climb off the drain pipe at the top, push up and diagonal in the direction you want to go. Don't keep me hanging around. I need to reach the roof before I lose my grip.
Oh, we got a grip meter. Okay.
That wire looks like it will take my weight. Walk to the edge and stop. Press forward and jump together. In
Okay.
midair, press and hold action to grab the wire. Remember, holding the walk button stops me from falling off ledges.
So first of all, no, it doesn't. Oh boy. Okay, it's still a Tomb Raider game. Wow, is it still a Tomb Raider game? Get up on the thing. You can do it. Get up on the thing from the extremely finicky angle. Let the record show I did not hit anything differently that time. Okay. Wait. Holy crap, is this actually the key?
To hang from the edge of the building, walk to the ledge and press action. To make me let go, press action again or push forward to climb back up.
Is this the progress key? There's no way.
To climb the ladder, stand facing and press forward on the left analog stick. To get off, push left on the left analog stick.
Oh, there's Europe too. I didn't talk about before.
Maybe you can climb through that window. Walk up to the window and push forwards.
Okay, so
I'll have a look around whilst I'm here.
just for my own sanity.
And press action.
Okay, I can walk through that. It's just you have to be standing in the exact right spot, not hit anything, and then tap forward. Okay. I was like trying to hit interact button or just walk to it. These are different things I found before.
It looks like I need something to force this open.
Well, I mean... Oh. Okay. I'd like to use my newfound power of getting through the window again, at least. No, huh?
I can crawl through that gap in the fence. To crawl, press and hold the duck button. Then use the left analog stick to move me around.
It's good to have two... what is this, crawl? Aha. Good to have two identical doors right next to each other, one of which is progress and one of which is just... I can't do anything with that.
I can crawl through that gap in the gate.
I guess.
I need to get lower. To commando crawl, press and hold the duck button. Then press the stealth button.
There's a stealth button now? Let's see. Does it walk? No. Ah, is it click the right joystick? Okay. So if I it's a toggle, okay. Ooh, is this one of those games from the era when everybody was all obsessed with stealth takedowns?
I need to get to the end of that alleyway. There's police everywhere, so I need to move quietly. Tap the stealth button, and then use the left analog stick to move me around.
Who are you talking to? What a useless lane. Oh, did the cop just leave? Did he go to the Phantom Zone? I thought I was coming back this way.
To check the coast is clear, hug the wall whilst moving in stealth. Push right or left when I reach a corner, and I'll peer around. To hug the wall whilst moving in stealth.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Where did the cop go? There was 100% a cop over here.
I feel stronger now.
Build up your upper arm strength by breaking locks. Okay, so one of these is progress and one of these is not. No clue which is which. But I needed a thing here. And there's an item. Or just decorative, apparently. You know, I make that joke about, like, building up your strength by breaking locks, but, like, the one good one did have that, like, improve your knowledge of ancient Greek by looking at murals stat.
Might be more police around. I must get down this alleyway unnoticed.
Okay. Glue onto the door there, and just saying you have a crowbar. Oh, I see what they want me to do here.
Hey, vous là-bas!
You talking to me?
Je l'ai perdu.
Because I'm being stealthy. Why stop being stealthy? I'm sorry.
Suspect appréhendé.
Suspect apprehended.
Oh no.
Suspect apprehended.
Oh no, it's really bad stealth. And now I see the ledge. Wow! Okay. Wow! Wow, hard game over stealth failure. I would have to play the entire thing from the beginning there. No checkpointing. Maybe you can save anywhere? But holy cow. I'm not gonna do that. So, yeah. These suck. Like, I'm sorry. The first 6 Tomb Raider games, just, I have no interest in any of them.